Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Dirty and
DZAN coming at you with your TUF report for episode 12. Today is Wednesday, August 25th. How is it going, people? What a fucking season. What a fucking season we had this year.
I gotta say, let me just start off by saying this. DZAN and I have to take some credit here because we called this right at the beginning, like within the first 2 weeks of the season. We called this. We knew it was going to be Gilbert and Trayshawn, and it was, and we knew it was going to be epic, and it was. Mm-hmm. And now we end up with this twist here at the end. Mm-hmm. Take it away, DZAN.
All right, guys, opening up the episode. I love, well, first of all, Volkanovski went to the house in the morning, cooked up some breakfast for the team. And then later on that night, Brian and his boys came over to the house, and Brian Ortega brought his dad and his sons, his two boys, to the house.
So cool.
I didn't even know he was a fucking dad. I had no idea. He's like, I keep my life private, happy life, smart private man. Life. Very smart man. His boys look exactly fucking like him. Spitting image. His dad's a chef, so you know those boys ate good that night. It was really nice to see that shit.
Everybody was happy.
Everybody was happy. The next day we got our sparring session, and holy shit, Dirty, can you remember a time when a coach did open sparring with their people? I can't think of one. Unless it was rolling, okay? They roll. Rolling, I see that all the time.
That's different than
never
sparring.
Do they put on gloves, shin pads, and fucking spar. Go.
Right.
I mean, Ortega was sparking Trayshawn, and then Trayshawn was hitting him right back. Wow.
Yeah, and one's a 185er. So
yes.
But yeah, you know, you're right, and I'll be honest with you, I never even thought about that aspect of it. So good on you for that. Yeah, that's interesting. And, but I got to say, though the size is a lot different, 155, 145 ish.
Yeah.
To a 185. You know, the power is a little different.
Right.
The fact that Brian Ortega was even willing to do that.
Right.
Shout out, man.
I love it. They just sat down. They started chopping the shit. You know what I mean? Really talking about, I love the connection that Brian has with these guys. It was really great.
He's a good dude, man.
Really great to see. I mean, we know out of the two guys to fight, I know, and Dirty can attest to this too. We were both hoping that it would be Gilbert and Trayshawn in the finale for the fight night, like at the actual finale. These are the two guys that probably deserved it the most in my eyes, right?
And in my mind, they are.
Right. No, absolutely. So
it's just unfortunate that they had to fight each other and
right before it, right? Before the actual finale. Yeah. Exactly. So it was really great to see Gilbert talking shit with Trayshawn jokingly. The reason why we love these two guys, it's because the respect that they have for the game, for each other, and the humble mindset, man.
Coaches.
A young fighter that isn't humble only does the worst things to himself and his progress. If you're a humble young fighter,
get humbled. That's what it is. If they're not humble, they get humbled.
Yep.
Without fail.
Yep. Yeah.
We're seeing that in real time right now. And I'm not going to mention any names because my counterpart might not be too happy, but somebody's unraveling right now. And it's not a good look.
I think some people are attacking other people and maybe need to fucking let off a little bit before they get fucked up, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Mate, you know what I mean? All right. Let's get into the fucking fight. Dirty, what'd you think of round one?
Hey, listen, we already know, and we knew going way back.
Yeah.
Trayshawn has power.
Yes.
And he clearly exhibited that power. And where I think I was maybe more impressed with was the fact that Gilbert keeps getting up.
Fucking, I mean, that hook, bro, he dropped and was like, like one of those, like in a car dealership, you know, those fucking inflatable things that just go like that. He was just like,
Family Guy did a thing on that.
I can't
Inflatable flailing arm 2-man emporium.
Yes.
In Weekapaug.
That's exactly what he looked like.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because, you know, these guys, they bounce up like that, and I had a flashback of the Sean O'Malley fight with, I forget that kid's name.
Chris Matuno.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he was a fucking zombie. I mean, I don't know if it was to that level, but yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, Gilbert, let's not get it twisted. Gilbert had some great back and forth. He had amazing combinations. I think what we saw is almost the same output in round one. They both hit each other with the same amount of shots. The difference is Trayshawn's power was so much greater. And that's really all it was. Gilbert was having great success with the combinations. He was slipping a lot too. He did a good job in round one, but getting knocked down twice, it killed it for you. But nevertheless, great showing in round one. Now round two, we go one and done. What a fucking hook. Within 30 seconds of the round two, hit him with that same hook from the first round, dropped him, but this time Gilbert was not getting up. And I want to praise Mark Smith.
Good referee
Really
stoppage. Yep.
Great fucking stoppage. Mark Smith did a really great job because Gilbert did not need to take any.
I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you. He's starting. I know you've got a couple favorites there, but Mark Smith, I mean, I'm always down with Herb Dean, man. I rock
Herb
with
Dean.
Herb
is always the OG.
Yeah. But besides him, I think Mark Smith is probably my favorite.
I think Mark Smith is definitely up there for me. I think Jason Herzog is probably my favorite, right under Herb Dean. I love Jason Herzog.
I know this sounds really shitty. I don't like the way he looks. There's just something about Jason Herzog. Just something about the way he looks.
He looks like he's about to do your taxes. He looks like
exactly. Right. He looks like a guy that would just be on my last fucking nerve. That's what he looks like to me. So that's unfair. I get it, but hey, I'm dirty. God damn it.
All right. Look, guys, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about what happened after the episode. The episode happens. Trayshawn wins. He's going on to fight Brian Battle, but no, he's not. It just came out a few days ago that Trayshawn is out. He's injured with a meniscus injury, and Gilbert Urbina will now be stepping up to fight Brian. If there was anybody, Gilbert is the one. It's the only choice, right? Yeah,
only choice.
So it only makes sense. So
only choice, and I'm going to tell you, because we both said this a long time ago. We knew it was going to. Well, we felt it was going to come down to Gilbert and Trayshawn, but Gilbert, though he got rocked by Trayshawn, I don't see this ending well.
I honestly, I'm gonna give my prediction right now. I feel like Brian is gonna get choked out.
Yeah,
that's what I see. I think Gilbert's gonna take it down and take him down. Brian is a fantastic striker, not the power that Trayshawn has, but
Gilbert
he's a great striker.
Quick with his takedowns.
And Gilbert is probably the best mixed martial artist there. He's got the
100%.
striking, and he definitely has the fucking ground game. I'm really looking forward to this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be this Saturday, the 28th, as the co-main event to Edson Barbosa versus Giga Chikadze. Okay. And then right before them, of course, we get the bantamweight bout between Brady and I think it was Ricky. Boy, Ricky.
Yeah.
Rick. So I think that we should just talk about what we think, who we want to win. Maybe not a prediction, but who are we going for?
Oh, fuck that.
Go prediction. Let's do it. Dirty, you go first.
I'm going to go with Ricky.
I'm going Ricky too. I think Ricky is going to be the bantamweight tournament champion.
That one is not, I don't feel as confident with that one as I do Gilbert, but
same.
And I like Brady. I do. Matter of fact, I think I said earlier this season, but Ricky's a problem, man. He's just so well-rounded, and he's tough. He's durable. He's got,
and he's unorthodox. He's so Tony Ferguson. It's so crazy.
Very much so.
That's who he reminds me of. With
That's
the
a
way he
very good
throws his
comparison.
limbs, the way he
Mhm.
throws his limbs is very Ferguson-esque. So
Mhm.
I'm
He
looking
will
forward to
put
that one.
himself in harm's way,
Yes.
but he's also very smart and tactical at the same
Yep.
time. So, yeah, I really like Ricky in that. But Brady's a tough kid too, and well, we didn't move on yet. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, Gilbert Urbina versus Brian Battle. I got Gilbert Urbina, and I think he's going to submit him.
No, I
first
firmly
round.
believe it'll be a submission.
Yeah.
But I think that given what happened with Trayshawn, my guess is that somebody's going to get a hold of him and probably his coach, Volkanovski, and say, hey, listen. Oh, wait. No, Gilbert Urbina. No, that's
Gilbert. Oh, yeah. So there's now, I should have said that. There is now no longer an Ortega team member going to the finale. It is now all four Volkanovski members.
Okay.
Volkanovski only finale.
That's why I paused, because then I started thinking, wait a minute.
Yeah. Gilbert is on Volk's team. So it's all Volk.
So Volkanovski needs to get a hold of him and say, okay, did you learn your lesson?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
And be a little smarter about not being a tough guy.
Yep.
It's cool to be the zombie guy and all of that. You get that award for being a tough guy, but you know what? It doesn't pay the bills and it doesn't win you a belt. So think about it a little bit more this time, and I'm sure he will.
I'm sure he will. He's been a great mentor too. Look, this season we've seen two really, really strong coaches this season.
Maybe one of the best coaching seasons.
I didn't want to say it, but I kind of feel the same. Usually we get one really good coach and one fuck off, right? Or they're both kind of suck and I got to keep there.
I got to keep it real. Coming into this thing, my first thought was, and he went 4-0, right? But my first thought was, wow, even though Ortega really doesn't seem to be showing up as much with the coaching, his guys are doing well. But but I'm watching Volkanovski behind the scenes, and he's buckling down, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But then he goes on his run, and you start seeing Ortega buckling down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say this might be one of the best coaching seasons, because I don't remember a season where both coaches were that invested in their fighters.
I agree. I agree. And especially since they were all on board with the picks, they were both really involved with how that shaped up and everything with the fight picks for the semifinals. But yeah, so all in all, people, it was a fantastic fucking season. I'm so glad it happened. Would have been very different with Colby Covington and Masvidal. I will say that. But I think we got the second best here.
I'm going to go on a limb and say Colby Covington isn't exactly going to make a great coach. So
no, he'd only be there to talk shit to Masvidal
or to talk about himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was great having these tough reports this season. Thank you so much.
We had a lot of fun doing this, guys. Thank you to everybody that paid attention to us. Yep. And again, and we should have said this before, but always remember, please hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. Bell notification. We're out.